Hey guys, it's been a while. a lot, a lot has changed since I've last uploaded and stuff. Oh, the brightness is a little bit too much. There we go. Or just my glasses. But anyways, yeah, it's been a while, and I just want to make a video of just a life update. How everything's been, and why I've been posting any videos. And a lot has changed in the last 5 months, and I feel like right now is a perfect moment to really be recording this, just how everything's been. And it's, to be honest, it's been a lot I went through in life, and I kind of fell into like this weird kind of like rut, but like in a position where I'm still all right in life, and then it just feels like a whole roller coaster of just like up and down, up and down. And so that's why I've been kind of feeling so far. But it's, how do I say this? But I want to share something too with everything going forward, and me going to make more videos again, but a lot more different. Of course, it's not going to be like super forced or rushed, or what's it called? Forced or rushed. I kind of forgot. But anyways, forced and rushed, and so just wanted to make videos, just being authentic as possible. So, oh, my laptop. But yeah, so I got my diagnosis test for ADHD around the same month where I left off my last video up in December. And during that time, I was getting help with therapy, how to like make strategies and coping with ADHD, with the symptoms. And I've like had it really bad my whole life compared to at least other people's experiences with the condition. And so it just made everything dysfunctional. But during that time, I was actually growing a lot. I was learning more about the condition, and I was on my way to getting meds that wouldn't really disqualify me from still being in the military, but I was just experimenting I wanted to get as much help as I could with the disorder, and just fixing all the like childhood trauma. And I don't say childhood trauma because it sounds so weird, but all the stuff that I've like been through in life where it didn't really heal properly. And so I was taking a lot of therapy and such, and I was going through a transition period of work-wise, going to correction academy, and all that, and a little bit before working at a car wash and that such. And so it's kind of funny. I didn't really want to do corrections because it was a last ditch effort of me making any money and wanting to get to my goals. And it was nice. it was nice. Like, oh, I probably need to be quiet because I'm in a hotel room. But anyways, it was nice. It was nice. I think I just forgot what I was saying. But anyways, it was nice earning money, like earning about almost 2K per paycheck in 2 weeks or so, which is really good. And I was saving a lot of money quick. And I tried to get therapy. Like, I was switching. It was all over the mess. I was switching therapist to therapist to therapist, and none of them hit the right spot. And the first therapist I ever had, or not ever had, but the first therapist I had in the fall time, or coming back from airborne school, was one of the most rare people I've ever met. He helped me a lot. He understood exactly what everything, and he wanted to help me to the best of his ability. And I didn't really find anybody like that for a while, and even recently. And so I was trying to find a therapist during when I was in Correction Academy because everything felt out of place, and I needed someone to help me with my ADHD. And so I kind of went into spending a lot of things and stuff I didn't need, like a VR headset, and I don't remember, but like I remember my largest purchase being a VR headset and using that every single day to get away from work. Like whenever I get back from the academy and study, or at least try to study, I just pop up the VR headset just because how much draining and tiring the thing is. The thing is, physically it's not demanding. Mentally it is. Mentally, like a lot of schoolwork and a lot of being around people, and I don't like being around people all the time. I normally like being by myself, but I still like being around people, just not all the time. So that just drained me a lot. And so I just wanted to be home and just do my own thing. But the thing about it is it requires a lot more. It requires a lot more of you in order to succeed. And which is fine, there's the sacrifice some things for your career or whatever, which I did sacrifice. I did sacrifice the VR headset for a while. I did sacrifice my YouTube and my TikTok posting things because it was tiring just to post at night, in the middle of the night, while I had to wake up super early in the morning. Doing that every single day was exhausting. And maybe even a little bit of my mental, like being my weak side of telling me that I should take a break or I should not post for a while just because I'm doing that, which is bullcrap, which I could have just done it anyway. But yeah, I stopped that. What else? And then stopped going to the gym. I went to the gym consistently for months on end. Even if it wasn't perfect, I still loved going to it, and I was still making progress. Like, the gym was like the biggest motivator of me going through my breakup over when I came back from airborne school with a really deeply passionate relationship. And so it kept me wanting to go to the gym every single day. And before, I wasn't really motivated or anything to go to the gym. But during that time, I was so motivated. I saw myself being big and not even just big, just going to the gym to release those demons, to release that energy and just feel like I'm a man, I'm a person who's chasing purpose every single day. And then I kind of lost that. I kind of lost that when not going to the gym for a while during the academy, but feeling like I'm weak, doing all that PT and all that testing and stuff without exerting much, or not having to go to the gym hurts. It hurts me. And especially being around people, which I'm not saying they're weak, but it feels completely, how do I say it, different from when I played football or when I was in the or in basic training. It kind of felt a little bit weaker, a little bit, I'm trying to find the word, a little bit mediocre compared to those things. And it kind of just drained me. It drained my soul. It drained me doing things every single day. And I kind of got like a little bit depression. It wasn't severe, but not as it's compared to right now, but I had a little bit of depression, just like I don't want to like do this. And I didn't want it to quit because, just because whenever you feel like it. I was trying to find a reason though. And just me not paying attention to the schoolwork in class all the time. Even with my ADHD, like, I did the best of my ability to like learn and do the hard work, but still, like, I just do not care about it. I just do not care about it. And I'm more like focused on doing something that I'm passionate about, and not just passionate about, that I can actually bear enough to do that. And so I'm getting a little tired, but yeah, just doing something that I can bear myself to do. Because when you get to a job that you don't like end up doing, you just end up hating it with everything, and it just becomes something that crushes your soul. You numb yourself with other things, but it crushes your soul, sometimes even mental state. And so I just felt out of place in that. And so I did the mature decision, and I was thinking of going to county jail instead of corrections in the state prison. So I tried to make that process happen. And so I took the mature decision to leave, that this isn't for me, and I'm gonna go do for county jail instead, or something of the latter. And I became unemployed for a good 3 or 4 months, and it was not a fun time. I think I was really just escaping out of life during that time. I wanted to escape life. I wanted to escape everything. And it really said about me, my mental state, and the suffering, not really suffering like from enduring those things, but like how much my soul craved of just wanting to be alive for so long. It's just, everything just kind of just hit me just at once. And I was escaping, and then at the same time looking for a job too, which I was frustrated I couldn't get any jobs, even for applying to so many. And questioned my mental state, questioned my worth, my self-worth. and I felt really, really bad. And then I found something, petition work, which I thought it's a good purpose, it's a good work, meaningful work. But I kind of just fell into the same thing. A lot of jobs, even when they are branded as good, do it for bureaucratic reasons or money or kind of like that. And it sucks. I got burnt out from the job. Even I was the hardest worker, hitting or improving and hitting the goal. It kind of basically was like a sales job. But even if I did accomplish one day, it's like they didn't even acknowledge it the next day. How much discomfort and work I put into meeting people, having to sign a paper, going into parking lots, getting out of my comfort zone and wanting to learn to be better, and just constantly just being rejected, even though I would have a good attitude or whatever. And my higher ups thinking that I'm doing something wrong, and just makes me feel bad. There's more details I can explain later or in my next video, but that's basically the gist of it. I kind of felt like my soul was crushed. I felt like I was completely down from the last couple of jobs. First one, just don't see myself doing that work. Second, being completely burnt out from putting so much work in and trying so hard. Even if I wasn't trying so hard, I would be fired. Which I think if I would have gotten fired, that would have helped me a lot more applying for unemployment benefits. But I didn't really know. And so that's basically what the kind of battle I was fighting through recently. And then I can't really say much details about it, but something military related for at least 2 weeks, and in another country, and just the experience so far. Not having to be crushed by all the stress, being alone and indulging in like video games or whatever, and being so stressed out of life, and I actually get to sit back. I actually get to sit back and just enjoy what life has to offer. And that's what I've been doing kind of recently, staying here in a 5-star hotel and being around people and meeting new people and friends and doing new things I would have never done before, which is awesome. Eating food that's cheap and that's healthy, and I feel good, like it's a breath of fresh air. But I know when I get back, and especially in a couple days, I'm going to be kind of let down. I'm going to get hit with so many things that's going to tear me down. My brother nagging me over whatever, and having to be in survival mode again. But that's why I kind of want to make this video, just to make an update on everything. And but the path I'm going to follow, that's going to be very hard. And having to do everything, mostly alone. But I just want to get back to what made me me. So start making videos again and start improving and not be held back by my ADHD, and life. I want to grow. I want to have a fulfilling life. I want my needs to be met. I want to do a lot of things. But I kind of just felt like this pressure of like, and especially like life is not giving me what I want. And it's just hard. It's just tough. It's tough. I think from December until now was probably one of the hardest moments I endured in my life. Of course, getting back was really hard, but dealing with all of this was really, really tough, with a lot of decisions to make in my career and survival bills and just everything. And I'm proud of I made it this far in life without ending myself, but still I feel it just feels crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna end the video. I just want to make an update on that. And next time, or not next time, but the next video is gonna be different, I'm gonna say. But yeah, I just feel kind of just drained from everything. So forgive me. But yeah, I'll see you guys.